Hello everybody, and today we're back with the last and final part of our Slender tale. Please enjoy.
The hotel was what you would normally expect. Simple wallpaper, 2 twin beds, 1 TV, cheap flowery design on everything else. It would have to do since we were stuck there. We settled in, placed out our stuff, and lying down. I, on the other hand, went to the bathroom, the only place I knew was private. I locked the door and took the picture out of my pocket. I scoured the page for clues, but to no avail. All that was there was the crude drawing and his name scribbled into the bottom corner. The two things that were unnerving me the most was the fact that Slender Man had no face, no identity, not a single outstanding feature. It rattled me to the core, but I had enough stress for today. I needed sleep badly.
The night was rough, but I still managed to. Not a single dream of the Slender Man either. Then a banging came from the door. Being half asleep the whole time, it scared the hell out of me. I turned to my right. 5:14 AM. Heads were going to roll. I dragged myself out of bed and very slowly opened the door. It was the police officer that drove us here. He had a look of panic on his face. He said my son was missing. Nothing clicked. It took me a minute to wake up and grasp reality again. My son's body was missing. Snatched right from the hospital. But this time, I knew where it was.
I had to get back to the forest. I had to find the remains of my suit. It was the only way to stop the Slender Man. But I knew it wasn't going to be easy. I had asked the police officer if he could drive me back to my house. I had forgotten something, I said. He paused for a moment and obliged. This time, I had been allowed to sit in the passenger seat. The ride there was quiet. I tried to get some sleep. Didn't start any conversation when we got there. I was careful to make sure no one else saw me. I entered the house through the front door and quickly escaped out the back and headed for the forest.
It was still very dark out, so traversing the heavily wooded area was not easy. The only light that came through was that of the moon. So I walked, almost blind, hoping to find some scrap of my suit. It seemed to be impossible until amidst the darkness, I saw a scrap of paper. The white of it stood out like a sore thumb. I leaned down to pick it up, and when I turned it around, what I saw completely horrified me. It was another drawing by my son, with both him and the Slender Man. But this one was different. There were 3 other people. A boy, the same height as him, an older looking girl, and another boy as big as the girl. Then it dawned on me. It was us. My family. My son drew this. Us in with the Slender Man. Then I saw a beam of light. It was the police officer. I ran up to him and showed him the picture. I explained that it was my family was in great danger. All he told me was that there was nothing he could do. He said we should go back to the car and we would go back to the hotel.
A million thoughts ran through my head. If I concede, could I resist? What I did next is better than asking prepared to what was about to unfold. I didn't know, and looking back, I didn't want to. I gave into the police officer's request and began to head back to the car. While he had his back towards me, I picked up a fair 6 stone and brought it down upon his head. Staggered a bit and fell to the ground. I took the car keys off him and ran towards the car. It was still dark. I needed to get back to the hotel.
I screeched to an immediate halt in the hotel parking lot, and I ran towards the door where we were staying. I swung open the door to behold the one thing I was trying to prevent. Amidst all the blood that painted the room were 3 bodies making a circle around the Slender Man. He turned and looked at me. His hollow, non-existent eyes stared deep into me. Emotions I had never felt before. Emotions without names filled my brain and body. It was like he was making me feel everything he ever had. With an outstretched hand, he said only one thing that would be burnt into the back of my mind forever.
Help me. Sirens came from behind me. I turned around to see the police cruiser pull into the parking lot and watched them get out, using car doors as shields with their guns aimed at me. I raised my hands above my head. I slowly walked behind myself to see Slender Man fade to nothing, leaving only a tattered suit in a heap on the floor. He killed my family. My life would never be the same, and yet something told me I was going to see him again. I would never be able to exact my revenge, even if I figured out how to.
Everything until the white padded cell isn't exactly clear to me. I've been told that after they saw me at the hotel with my DNA on the suit, I was made the primary culprit. After they arrested me and subject me to ferocious testing to which they got nothing more than unintelligible noise, I was submitted to this place. The white padded walls. The same white padded walls I see all day, every day.
No one will know what happened to me and my family. The emotions that were broadcast to me caused me to lose my ability of speech. Now all I can do is write and draw. I write out the emotions that the Slender Man felt. I draw the things he has seen. They are what keep me here. I am a victim of another man's emotions. Sometimes I feel like I've become him, like we were the same being. That day, I learned something. We were Slender.
What an emotional and tragic story that is. This is, of course, all true, and we give our sympathies to that poor man. And we hope that with all your help, this story can be told and this poor man can get his revenge that he deserves. The Slender Man is always seen wearing a full black suit, black blazer, black tie, black trousers, everything black. No face, long arms, and when he's about to get you, tentacles can be seen reaching out of his back. This is not to be taken lightly, and this is not just a hoax or some story that we're just telling you for the fun of it. This is to help you try and survive the Slender and to not get your family or yourself killed by one little mistake. If you're in a forest and you see him, all you can do is run. That is my only advice that I have. If he chases you, run to the most public area that is nearest, as there might not be enough time to make it through the whole forest. Jaden, do you have any advice?
You will know when he is there when you begin to develop slender sickness, which is basically you begin to see illusions. You're going to begin to feel dizzy or to throw up. And if you do catch the slender sickness, well then, the Slender Man has been sent to follow you until you die.
And if you have been hit with the slender sickness, all I can say is good luck, and I hope it's a quick and painless death. That is all information we have documented on the Slender Man. There have been more stories, but ultimately some can be fake, but this one stands out. It's not like the others. This one is true. I'd like to thank Jaden for joining me in this video.
You're welcome.
There will be more videos like this being posted, well, regularly and as often as we can, and in as much detail as we can. And we will also provide facts at the end to try and help you survive and, well, ultimately do your best to get away from what it is in the story. There will be more videos, gameplay, updates and facts posted daily. I apologise for any inconvenience over the last few days. I have been very busy, and so have my colleagues, so don't worry about that. We will be posting on a very regular basis now to try and make up for that. And yeah, please subscribe if you feel sorry or if you like this story. Check out our other videos that will be either coming up after this video or on the sidebar. Check out the channel, have a look around, see if there's any other facts that you like to know. So yeah, please subscribe, leave a like button below, and comment if you have had any experience with the Slender, or if you have any experience with any other creatures that you think we should mention below and in our next video. So yeah, that's a goodbye from me and a goodbye from Jaden.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.